What's up guys, welcome to episode 9 of Chimps Ranking. Now before I go on, I would like to just give a quick heads up to you guys that my video production will be slowing down a bit. I used to post about 4 to 3 videos a week, now I'm gonna go to about 2 to 3 and I'll keep you guys updated if that does change, but currently that's what I'm looking at. Now moving on with the video, I put a post up and this post got 165 votes, so thank you all for voting. It was actually a close match, but the winner ended up being the Carrier Flagship. I love this tower. And for my next few posts, I'm probably going to have the 3 losers fight it out and then have the last 2 and then so on like that. So now you can kind of know for the next 4 episodes, whenever a post like this comes out, you'll know what the next 4 towers will be. It will just, you guys are voting on the order pretty much. I think that's the best way to get them all done instead of just completely removing them and getting 4 completely new ones. Because I feel like stuff like that would just take a while to get ones that people wanted to see. Of course I can't get them all, but I think that's probably going to be the best way to do it. But with that out of the way, let's jump right into the rules. Rule number 1. The run must utilize the pig tower in a major way. Rule number 2. The tower must be fully upgraded unless it is too expensive. Rule number 3. The ranking will be based off how good it performs in Chimps mode and Chimps mode only. Rule number 4. This cannot be done on an easy nor an expert map and must be done on either intermediate or an advanced map. Finally, rule number 5. Any towers will be re-ranked if big changes are applied to the tower in the future. Now, if you've been keeping up with the series, you probably know by now that most of the time I end up picking a map for some sort of reason, and today I picked Off the Coast for 2 reasons. 1, it's an advanced map, and 2, it has a good placement for water, and then secret third option that I forgot to mention is this is actually the reason I blackboarded this map was because of the Buccaneer, the top half Buccaneer. I used this guy to blackboard this map, which is pretty cool in my opinion. The early game was overall pretty simple, just a basic dart and sub start, nothing new, we're not reinventing the wheel over here. Before getting my Buccaneer and then my hero, for my hero I chose Brickle because water hero with water tower equals good. And then all I had to do was upgrade my Buccaneer to a 220, and this was enough to carry me to a destroyer. I did have to pick up a crossbow for camos, but other than that, the Buccaneer is just really good for the early game. Round 40 ceased to exist with one use of my level 3 ability. On round 45 I was able to afford the aircraft carrier. The aircraft carrier was able to carry me to round 59 right before the BFB, and I was already able to get to tier 5. Like, this guy is pretty cheap overall. This tower was so strong. I was able to get it before round 60, and it took me to round 90, not even 80, to round 90 before I even had to start using abilities. On round 90, I did have to buy an MIB because the darts themselves cannot pop lead, it's only the grape shot, and the darts deal quite a big amount of damage. After that, rounds 91, 92, and 93 were all very easy. Round 94 was the first round where I had to use multiple runs to beat it. Out of the entire game, I have over $80,000 saved up, and I didn't even have to buy anything. All I had to do is get the ability timing just right, and it was just destroyed. It didn't even get close to the end really. Round 95 could have been made extremely easy if I were to use my $90,000 saved up, but I really wanted to see if I could beat it with just a well-timed level 3, and shockingly it was pretty easy. On my 3rd attempt I was able to get it, and it was very satisfying for me. Round 96 was the first time ever since the early game where I got my first 5 towers, my hero, the buck, the sub, the dart, and the village, where I had to get a new tower. I had to get an embrittlement and use a well-timed level 3 and level 10 ability to beat the round, but it was possible. For round 97, I decided to get a glue strike because I didn't want to use my level 3 because I wanted to save it for round 98. Even with saving my ability wisely, I still had to get a snowstorm to actually deal with this round, and I had to use all my abilities. Since I used all my abilities on round 98, that left me with only the Mega Mine on round 99. Luckily, I was able to get a Moab Glue and a very well-timed Mega Mine, and I was able to beat this round 3rd try. And round 100 was very easily beaten first try, and I was able to clean up the insides with another Mega Mine. Now it is time for the tower analysis, starting off with the cons. Con number 1. The planes cannot be affected by ALK or overclock buffs, or there might be a few more, but those are the two that really come to mind. Con number 2. The darts themselves cannot hit lead, and they deal quite a bit of damage, if not it is his main damage. The grape shot does add a lot of damage, but the darts are still what I would say deals the most damage. So the fact that they can't hit leads is kind of unfortunate. Con number 3. Can only be placed on water. Now, for the most part, this isn't too big, but some maps just have no water, and other maps have terrible spots. Like on Town Center, the water's like up in the corner. It's like, what am I going to get up there? And then finally, con number 4. Not really a con, but I thought I might as well mention it. Most of the time will not have camo, since Grape Shot is just the much better cross path. I know Bottom Path does give Pierce, but the Grape Shot just adds so much damage ever since they buffed the Grape Shot's burning damage for the tier 4 and tier 5. It's just really good, and also Destroyer just pairs really well with the Grape Shot. Now it is time for the pros. Pro number 1. Great early game with the Buccaneer. The Buccaneer is just an amazing early game option. It has far range. The Grape Shot is great, but I'm mainly talking about the top path. But the faster firing and the double shot are still really good options. Pro number 2. Great mid game with the Destroyer and Aircraft. These two are just amazing. Like, once you get the Destroyer, round 40 will be pretty simple. You might need to get something with higher Pierce for the ceramics if you're on a tougher map. But if you're on an easier intermediate, this guy should be enough to solo it. And solo enough so you can get an Aircraft, and then the Aircraft is just really good for the mid game. You can save up a lot of money with this guy. Pro number 3. Cheap tier 5 that can carry you to the 90s. That is insane. And pro number 4. Cheap tier 5 that can still deal good damage and not be completely useless in the 90s. If anything, I'd still say he's great in the 90s. He just deals that much damage while being that cheap. Pro number 5 can be used very effectively all game and can carry many runs. Pro number 6 can place 2 towers on top of the boat, which is just very nice. I might as well get some more placement room, or if you really want them on the water and don't want to buy an ice platform. And finally, pro number 7 works great with debuffs, considering he has 3 planes that all get the debuffed, so he just works really well with debuffs. I actually just lied to you guys because that was not the final pro, because somehow I forgot one of the most simple ones, and one that came to mind when I first thought about the pros, and I somehow forgot to put it down. So pro number 8, the planes have map range, and the Buccaneer just has big range, but mainly the planes. Map range is always going to be nice. It's always going to make a tower very versatile. Now it is time for the ranking. Overall, the Top Path Buccaneer is just an amazing tower. Like, just tier 3 Destroyer, even if you just get a Destroyer and then don't even upgrade him after that, still good. You get an Aircraft Carrier, don't upgrade him after that, still good. And if you get the tier 5, it's just absolutely amazing. So I'm going to be putting him in S tier, and also bringing down the primary expertise from SS to S tier as well. The reason is because I think SS is for like towers that can be used in almost, if not all, Chimps games, no matter the map, no matter the situation, no matter the towers you're using, and still be useful. The reason why Buccaneer isn't in there, the Carrier flagship, is because of the water situation. Some maps just have such bad water, or some maps just don't have it at all, to the point where you're just pretty much banned from using him. So if you are relying on him, you can't really on maps with no water, which really sucks, but it is the reality, and I guess it's what keeps him balanced, because if it weren't for that, he'd probably go in SS and be really OP. But for the village, it's because it only buffs primary monkeys. Like any other monkey, it doesn't really give too much of a buff. I mean, of course, the jungle drums, but of course, jungle drums isn't worth $27,000. The ballista attack's still very strong, but I just wouldn't get the tier 5 if you're not even going to use primary monkeys, or not even that much. I feel like if you get to tier 5, you either have to just get a bunch of primary monkeys, or you're playing on an easier map where you can just rely on the ballista attack like I did. But that is just my ranking. But if you did enjoy this video of Chip's ranking and haven't seen my other videos, you should probably go check those out. I have a whole playlist and you'll probably enjoy those as well. And if you did enjoy this video, then please like and subscribe. This video took a while to make, but with that, I'll see you guys in the next one.